Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Alyssa Andrews. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream. And don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe us for the latest weather and news updates. But we want to give you an update on the winter storm, where we're at right now, as we are still in the next weather alert, and the storm still rages on for the rest of this Sunday. The snow accumulation, it is over, but we got plenty of snow. We'll go over some of those totals as well. Many of you reporting over 5 inches. So just as we forecasted, it's really verifying nicely. We got a ton of snow out of this. Ice and rain continue for the day. So the rest of the storm is going to be the ice and rain factor that we talked about, this second part of the storm. And then damaging wind gusts continue into Monday. We're going to continue to see winds picking up. So high wind watches and alerts are still in effect through Monday. So that's kind of the next thing that we're watching here. Right now, our radar still very busy. Now that we've gotten rid of most of that snow from overnight and early this morning, we are on to the ice storm with some rain to our south and east. Heavier downpours at times. And remembering, this is all part of a much larger system. This stretches all the way to the south, getting rain down to Florida even. And through last night, we had severe thunderstorms and even some tornado warnings to our south from this storm system. Now, for us, it's been the winter storm with winter precipitation, and now we're seeing the ice and mixing. And what it's created outside, very slushy weather. It's just kind of sloppy and gray now. Last night, just even when the light snow started to fall, the roads were already very slick because there's that layer of ice right underneath everything. So traffic was very slow moving. This morning it was tricky as well. I will say there's a little lull in the afternoon time now that we're seeing some areas with rain and that ice melting off a bit before temperatures start to refreeze once again. We're at 36 degrees right now. And right now, this is kind of the lull that we've been talking about, where we get a bit of a break as far as hazardous travel goes. It's still kind of messy out there, but when things refreeze again, that's when it gets tricky all over again. Winds are at 23 miles per hour, wind chills at 24. It's going to feel very chilly. These next few hours, we're going to continue with the rain, and temperatures quickly drop. So it becomes more of a concern when we talk about some urban flooding issues and road water on the roadways. When these temperatures refreeze again, there goes our ice, and now we add some gusty winds on top of that. Damaging winds are to be expected. So that's what we're looking at these next couple of days. First, let's recap some of these snow totals. Worcester, over 6.5 inches of snow. Same for Boston. We got over 5 inches once again. We didn't break that 6-inch barrier in Boston, but we did get pretty far. Let's take a look here. These last couple of events. Well, this one stacks up pretty nicely, almost as much as we got in our last system, where Boston hit 5.5 inches of snow. So we did record just under 5.5 at the Boston Logan Airport for the snow total on this, and that brings our snow so far to 28.1 inches on the season. We're blowing last year's numbers out of the water, but still just a little bit below average, but we're really getting there. This is a pretty average number, really close to, almost as close to average conditions as you can get without being right on top of that number. All right, let's take a look at these next few hours, because the storm is not over yet. Now we are on to that ice and heavy rain portion of this. We could even see some embedded thunderstorms in this as well, but really more of the storm activity is going to be south of us. So we've still got some mixed precipitation, ice, freezing rain, and rain showers. Now this is going to continue for the next few hours here. I'll look at 4 o'clock, still some heavy downpours moving through, and then we finally start to catch a break here towards Sunday night. It's going to take a while, but still some snow maybe trickling in on the back end here, and some sleet and freezing rain all possible. So this kind of adds to that ice hazard. We've been talking a lot about the freezing rain, and ice potential is still one of the large threats with this storm system that we talked about. So tonight, take it easy on the roads once things refreeze once again. And then our next big concern here is going to be the wind gusts picking up. It's already very windy. We showed you winds at over 23 miles per hour currently in Boston. So the wind alerts are still in play for the rest of today. The brighter yellow colors is where we're going to see some of those stronger wind gusts, but we could see them gusting up to 60 miles per hour at times. So let's take a look here. Monday afternoon, 12 o'clock, we're looking at 43-mile-an-hour gusts in Bedford, 50 in Fitchburg, 56 Worcester, Cape and Islands, winds ripping over 50 miles per hour. So this is after we've had a ton of snow, over 5 inches reported in many locations, ton of snow, some ice, freezing rain, and a lot of water with this. The system has been loaded with moisture, and so adding winds on top of that, we are expecting some more damage reports, and that's also going to be associated with the power outage risk that continues on for both Sunday and Monday. So even once all of the precipitation from this event is over tonight, we start to dry things out. We're still going to be looking at and concerned with just a lingering effect of this storm system, with even more damage and storm reports coming in tomorrow from some of those stronger winds. Weather alerts still active through tonight, so just keeping in mind that once everything is starting to cool off a little bit and drying out, we're just going to be concerned with those winds and damaging wind gusts. Now, this is a next check into next week. Another storm system potentially could miss us to the south, but bring just enough snow right on the southern edge of the southern New England area, and the potential for plowable snow is going to be the highest to the south and east. So that's Cape and Islands. Now, this is a problem for next Thursday. We are still concerned with the snowstorm we are on right now, but along with some of those power outage concerns, we also want to show you the latest on a developing story that's likely related to this winter storm. And Brookline Fire says weather likely played a role in this. A partial building collapse on Vernon Street, and this is just before Coolidge Corner. The thick snow and rain is really heavy for roofs around the state, and what happened was it appears that bricks came tumbling down onto the road and even crushed part of a car. Thankfully, no one was hurt in the accident, and we're going to have a full report on this tonight at 6:30 p.m. We'll have the latest on that and give you another update along with another coverage of our forecast with all of the latest reports. So thank you for sending in all of your pictures and snow totals. Please continue to send that in and we'll have the latest update.